I recently adopted a cat from Greece and brought him back to London, and while I usually advocate for financial responsibility on this account, this was not one of those times. So for the sake of transparency, I'm going to do a cost breakdown. We first met Cucumber Cool in Kalymnos, where he was extremely skinny and covered in mats. So we took him to the vet, and she was actually worried that he had FIV because he was in such poor condition. However, it turned out that he didn't have FIV, but his teeth were all rotten, so he couldn't eat or look after himself. So he had to have them removed, get chipped, get a rabies vaccine, and just have a general checkup, which, because we were in Greece, only cost £80. It was actually a vet that suggested that we adopt him, but we were already thinking along those lines. However, getting him from Kalymnos to London was a mission. First, he flew with our friends to Athens, which was a £30 in-cabin pet fee. Then he had to stay in Athens for about a month at a cat hotel to wait to be taken to London by the animal transport company, which cost £390. Since Brexit, you're not actually allowed to fly into the UK with your pet in the cabin, so we had to wait until the pet transport company was available, which made everything really expensive. Finally, he had to go overground from Athens to London. This involved him getting picked up from Athens by a company that specialises in transporting animals from Europe to the UK, and then he was driven to Kent where we picked him up. This cost £750, plus there was a £100 custom charge. So in total, to adopt Cucumber Cool from Athens, it cost £1,350.